going, Virgo? Welcome back for another round of Tarotscope. February 2021, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Check out your other star signs. Sometimes they resonate more than your sun sign. I know. I'm a Virgo moon, so I find that it resonates more so than my Aquarius sun. Oh God. Settle down. I haven't even done my spiel. These are general in nature, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We've had an interesting 2021 already. I feel like in general people have switched, I guess, their way that they're approaching life now. They're switching the way that they're seeing themselves and other people around them, how they connect in relationships, and I think a lot more people are doing a lot more healing. So yeah, let's dig in and see what's going on. To start with, we've got the Death in reverse. Look, I love the Death card. I actually really love all of the cards that some would say are difficult, like the Devil or the Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords. Like the Ten of Wands is a little bit difficult, or the Sevens and the Fives. The number 5 actually is, and 55 is up there. Okay, so 5 being very significant. 5s are about change, and you know what? It's a 5-year. 2021. It is a 5-year. So if this is resonating for you, 5s are about it's challenges and change. It's where we are going through like it feels painful, but once you get to the other side, you know when you get a massage and it hurts. Like, and the person like is a remedial massage and you've got like a knot and it's been there for ages, and it just generally day in, day out, it gives you just this really average pain that you sort of, it's there and it just, it aches, but it's not excruciating. It's just a dull in the background at all times, but it is affecting you. And then somebody comes in and they need the living crap out of it, and it hurts. It hurts so much. Like, if you've ever had a Thai massage before, I have. They're so painful. Oh, but when it's over, you feel euphoric. You feel lighter. You feel so much better once it's finished. And that's that's what February is going to be a bit like for you. It's going to be, there'll be pain, then there'll be euphoria. Hopefully that little metaphor resonated for you, because obviously, like, I'm making a reference to not just the physical pain that we hold on to, it's that emotional pain that we carry with us that's just under the surface and just dull, sitting in the background, and we ignore it and just sort of push through, but it's really, overall, it's just eating away at us. And I think that's the Death in reverse. It's like a slow death. God, they're so morbid. Sorry. It's, slowly being worn down bit by bit, rather than ripping that Band-Aid off. And I mean, I'm going to flip this around. The Death card actually isn't something to be afraid of. Change is not something to be afraid of. It's the only constant thing and reliable thing in the universe, change. And I know, you're a Virgo, you're pretty, like, being an earth sign, change actually isn't probably the easiest thing. But I feel like you're strong enough and up to the task. But there's resistance. There's resistance to finally going to the masseuse and needing it out. Something needs to change, something drastic. Otherwise, it's just going to keep eating at you day in, day out, little by little. And then in 10 years' time, you'll be like, wow, how did I get here? You'll wake up and you're like, wow, this is so different and I don't like it. At what point did my life get this way? Did my job get this hard? At what point did this relationship that we stopped communicating, that we stopped making love, or we stopped having intimacy? At what point did this happen? Whereas if you are noticing it now, if your intuition is going, oh, I don't like this about work, I don't like this about my relationship, but you're just letting it go. It just gets a little bit worse every day, and then suddenly it's really bad. And whereas if you had addressed it in a very powerful way, in a very assertive way, the moment it started to just be a background little pain in your neck, then it's gonna probably really hurt, but it'll be a short pain. And then afterwards, then you get the euphoria. So, change is not something to be scared of. King of Pentacles. Now he is stable, and I mean that's your energy, Virgo. I mean it's more Taurus, but like earth energy. So the Taurus, like, I'm gonna go with proud. So the word proud is coming to mind, and sometimes we don't go to the doctors, or we don't get help, or we don't ask for help. We don't want to admit that we're having a hard time. We don't want to admit that something's failing, that we're not succeeding, we're not doing as well in the money department as we hoped we would at this age or at this time. We're not achieving all of the goals that we wish that we had when we were at a certain age, and then and regret. Oh God. And it's all mixed in. It's all mixed in with all of what's happening in the world, you know? And it can be heavy. It can be heavy. It's like, oh, well, how am I going to ever achieve all these? I couldn't even do it before. I certainly can't now. It's like that type of mindset. Like, oh, achieving happiness, like joyful, euphoric happiness in a relationship and like a thriving business, or just like an incredibly like loving family life. It just seems like it's impossible now. And yeah, it's a what's going on in the world is a big energy. And a lot of people don't know this about Virgo is they actually are pretty intuitive. They like, everyone knows like the Pisces, which is your opposite sign. They're extremely emotional and intuitive and connected to their emotions and such. And some people feel like Virgos, even though they're the sign of service, they're actually connected to nature. And they are very connected to the world. The Virgos in particular. Yeah. So Virgos really feel it when the world is feeling it, when the earth is like being affected by so much highly potent, energetic volatility. You guys really get hit hard. So yeah, that sucks, sorry. I mean, yeah, having it in my moon, like I get affected by huge things as well. But the good thing is, having such a keen connection to intuition means that you're able to pick up on when things aren't going right in your world, so to speak. So you're able to see where things aren't going right and you can address them as soon as they happen. So, 8 of Cups. This is walking away from something that we really don't really want to. Even though you don't know yet, but on the other side of that hill is euphoria. You have to do something really hard. And you have to walk away from something that's easier, familiar. You know how you've lived, let's say you've lived with like a physical pain, like maybe when you were younger, you like did something like with your knee and you've just lived with a subtle knee pain for your entire life. Like a subtle knee pain, and it's always there, and you feel it, and you know, and you've learnt to live with it, you tolerate it. But what if you just went to the physiotherapist? What if you went to a specialist and they could have fixed it, and you could have no pain? It means you got to go to the physical therapist. It means you have to maybe get a particular surgery or a procedure or take medication. It could involve a lot of different things for a short amount of time, and then it's gone. But that sounds pretty scary. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know that it's going to be, you don't even know whether it's going to be fully fixed. What if it makes it worse? All these what ifs. But I know what this is. I know what this pain is. I'm used to this pain. I'm living with this pain. I'm surviving with this pain. So I'm going to keep doing that because I know this. And this can apply to, well, a hell of a lot of things that we live with emotionally or physically, hey. This particular moon, it's very solemn, isn't it? It's kind of like looking down at the sky like, it's like, dude, I know it's hard. I know you're actually having to do something that's really painful and you're having to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. That's what you're doing. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it in the end, you know. Fortune and the universe favors the brave. And if we're brave enough to do the thing that's going to be what's best for us, universe will have your back. So I hope that has helped you guys moving into February. Please like, share, and subscribe if this is something that you vibe with, if you like my style of reading. If you would like a personal reading, you can go to www.etherictide.com. Details are down in the box. And you can go to my Facebook page as well. Again, details down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.